Hey team, Jared here from the IAD program. All right, talking to you about portion sizing today. All right, if you're somebody who likes to keep it nice and simple, don't want to do all the math and calculations and input into MyFitnessPal and all that kind of stuff, guys, you want to just keep it as simple as possible. All right, here's a little tip with portion sizing, guys. All right, to keep a good balance and to make sure you're eating an appropriate portion for what your body needs, all right, to recover and get the most out of your training and body composition goals. All right, so this is our dinner plate here. Okay, we want to make sure that we're getting all three macronutrients on our plate, all right, for a full balanced meal. All right, so this is one of our regular meals for the day. So breakfast, lunch, or dinner, even our snacks. Okay, snacks obviously maybe not the full plate, maybe a smaller plate, but let's talk about our dinner meals today. Okay, so our dinner today, we're looking for our protein. So we'll start with our protein. All right, a good way to work out and calculate and estimate your size for your protein, all right, rather than weighing and measuring it all. All right, think about the palm of your hand. Okay, so one size palm of your hand is a good source of protein, which is about, you're roughly going to get about 30 to 35 grams of protein. All right, if you grab any sort of protein source, it's about the size of your palm of your hand. All right, so we put our protein on the plate. Okay, all right, and so look, we get chicken or fish or turkey or even a piece of steak, guys. All right, thinking palm of your hand size. All right, we'll fill that portion of your plate. Okay, so this is our protein. Cover there. All right, from there, all right, we look at our carbohydrates. Okay, guys, so more starchy carbs. Okay, more carb dense, higher carb dense carbohydrates. So things like rice, pasta, sweet potato, all right, which contain more carbohydrates, all right, for the quantity. Okay, for those, okay, we want to fill up roughly about, again, similar to the palm size of your hand. All right, we don't want to load up too much of those, okay, because it's quite easy to overeat, especially things like rice and pasta. All right, we generally load up a lot of the plate with those foods, all right, and unrealizing that there's quite a fair bit of carbohydrates there. So think about the palm of your hand, okay, or a palm, like a palm size full of uncooked pasta, uncooked rice, okay, into the pot. That's a good serving, okay, all right, to fill your carbohydrates, okay, so your starchy carbs, okay, which will be in here. All right, we also want to fill some color on your plate, okay, so also carbohydrates, okay, also filling in that carbohydrate category, but more micronutrient, more benefit here, guys. Okay, you can keep it really simple and just go protein and then fill the rest of your plate with colorful vegetables. All right, or you still have that starchy carb, okay, and then fill the rest of your plate, guys, all this here, okay, with vegetables, okay, fresh vegetables. All right, broccoli, cauliflower, all right, carrot, all those kind of things, guys. Okay, more color the better. Okay, the rest of this will be our veggies. Okay, guys. All right, so we've got our protein. All right, we've got our more starchy carb, keeping that nice and simple, guys. All right, to match the size of our protein, and then the rest of the plate, all right, with our colorful vegetables. All right, to load up with those veggies. All right, then we also got fats, guys. Okay, so now with fats, okay, we can add some fats depending on what our protein source is. All right, so if our protein source is quite a lean protein, then we might look at adding some healthy fats. Okay, so maybe some avocado or some almonds, things like that. Okay, and think about a thumb length, a thumb size, all right, of avocado is a good serving as a starting point. If you've got things like almonds, just a small palm of your hand, guys. Okay, so a small handful of almonds. Okay. Otherwise, if you've got if your protein source is quite high in fats as well, all right, so like fish is quite high in healthy fats. Even things like chicken and stuff have fats in them. They're cooked in, depending on how you've cooked it as well. All right, so olive oil and things like that. All right, part of that also transfers to the eating. So you've already used fats in the process, so you don't actually have to designate a portion of the plate to fats as such. All right, you've already got that as part of your protein. All right, so this is a really simple way to fill up your plate, to look at your portion sizing. All right, as I said, all right, you got your palm size protein, all right, on the plate. All right, you can also match that with some carbohydrates depending on what your goals are. Some starchier carbs, so like your rice, pasta, to match the size of your protein, and then the rest of your plate with colorful vegetables. Okay, guys. if your goal is to lose weight and improve your body composition, all right, stick to the protein here, guys. Okay, and then fill the rest of your plate with more vegetables. Okay, guys, load up. Okay, on those veggies. Okay, you cannot get enough. All right, and fill the rest of your plate with those. All right, on a post workout meal. All right, you might increase a little bit more of our starchy carbs. All right, and you might try to drop off less of the fats. Okay, guys. So making sure we got a leaner protein and less fats to slow down the absorption there. All right, guys. But this is an easy way to look at your portion sizing. All right, there's also information in your nutrition guide, so make sure you check that out. Okay, guys. Any questions, again, email me at the iadprogram@gmail.com, or I'll see you in the box. Cheers.